Yo, 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 what's good, fam? Today, Midnight's gonna be getting OEM STI side skirt extensions. Let's get to it. Yo, 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 what's good, fam? It's your boy Chino, and you already know the vibes. We're back at it again. Today, we're gonna be installing OEM STI side skirt extensions. So we'll dive in for a quick little unboxing, show you what the kit comes with, and then we'll get into it. All right, fam. So this is what we got. Open up our box and. One. And two side skirt extensions. We have some hardware here. Comes with some well nuts, washers, and some bolts. And we have here some paper templates. These paper templates are going to help us for stitch holes in the factory rockers or the side skirts, the factory side skirts. So we'll have to take those off the car. We'll put these templates on them. We'll go ahead and mark all the spots where we'll have to drill, and then we'll get to drilling. So yeah, that's what the kit comes with. Pretty simple. OEM parts, so we can expect the best fitment. So this should be a really straightforward, simple install. And let's get a look at that. Yeah. Yeah, those are really nice. Those look really good. Those look really good, actually. So I'm gonna grab one of the rear spats that we painted from behind me, and after painting them with that satin clear, it gave it a much more matte finish. So it's not a perfect match to the OEM STI side skirt extensions, but it's a lot better than what it was before I went ahead and painted them with that satin clear I picked up just the other day. We have our other side skirt extension here. Pop this one up also. And yeah, these look really, really nice. Really, really nice. Beautiful quality. Yeah, they look great. They look great. All right, guys. Now that we've unboxed them, we see what we got, what the kit comes with. We are gonna set up on the car Alright guys, I just wanted to dive in and show you what we're working with. 1, 2, 3, 4, looks like 5 of these little black pop clips. We're gonna go ahead and remove all of those with our little pry tool here, and then we'll be able to pop off the OEM rockers or side skirts, whatever you want to call them. Alright guys, we got everything set up. We're gonna go ahead and get all those little plastic pop clips out. Alright guys, now that we've got all the plastic clips out of our factory side skirt, we're gonna go ahead and just get a good firm grasp or hold on one and just pull straight out like I did. You can hear it pop out. And then we're gonna go ahead and do the same thing on the other end. There we go. Now we got the side skirt off. And look inside. I will show you. You want to make sure that all these little plastic clips here on the inside are there. Sometimes they will get stuck inside the body and pull off of here. If you did lose any, go ahead and pull them out of the body and set them back here where they belong. Alright guys, now I'm gonna go set this one down, and then we can go ahead and get the driver's side one pulled off. Alright guys, check it out. So I did not record myself taping on all the little templates. It's pretty tedious and boring, time consuming, but super easy. So you have your left hand and your right hand side. Left is always driver, right is always passenger. So all the templates are labeled LH, LH for left hand, and they're lettered A through H, I believe. Yes, A through H. And they all line up with the hard body lines. You can see on these shadowed edges or lined edges, it shows where it touches with the body lines. It's really self-explanatory. You just work your way from A all the way through H. I use masking tape as it sticks good and doesn't leave a residue when you peel it off. It won't damage paint or anything. Yeah, so it's really self-explanatory. Just tape them on there with some painter's tape is the easiest thing. And you'll see all these points right here. What we are gonna do is go ahead and use this pick and go ahead with some pretty decent force and poke right in the center of all those little crosshairs on all the templates. So we give ourselves a mark, so it'll essentially be our center punch for the plastic. And once we get all our marks on there on both side skirts, then we can go ahead and drill our pilot holes and then go ahead and drill them bigger for them to accept our well nuts, and then we can put them on. All right guys, I got my pick, I got my templates all on here. Gonna go ahead and do my best to get all of these perfectly centered in the crosshairs with some firm pressure, just enough to leave our mark in the plastic, so our drill bit won't walk around on us when we drill our pilot hole. Alright guys, we're back. I've got all the templates removed, all my marks made. We're gonna start drilling our pilot holes. Once we got all our pilot holes done in both pieces, then we'll go ahead and start stepping them up until we get to the size that we need. We're gonna do 3 different size drill bits. We have our pilot one is gonna be a 5/64 just to get our hole started. Our step up is gonna be a 1/4 inch. We're using the 1/4 inch because this back hole right here has to be about 6 millimeters. I don't have a 6 millimeter drill bit. 1/4 inch is the closest size I have to it. It's just slightly bigger, but should do the trick. Should be just fine. And then all the rest of the holes are gonna bump up. We're gonna use a 3/8 is the biggest one. The rest will get drilled out with the 3/8, with the exception of the back ones in the back of the side sills or side skirts. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's start drilling holes. Alright guys, we got our hardware bag cut open. So we're gonna go ahead and take all our supplied well nuts and start plugging in all the holes that we drilled into our side skirt. Alright guys, I got my hardware here. I have my driver's side skirt extension. So we got our 3M tape backing. I started just a little bit of peel back on both for when we're ready. I can go ahead and peel it back. I've got my microfiber towel here and some rubbing alcohol. I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of this rubbing alcohol onto my microfiber rag, and I'm going to just wipe down. They've already been rinsed down earlier when we cleaned them up. So I'm just gonna wipe down that area where the 3M tape is so that it'll be nice and clean. Any wax, any oils, anything on here that could prevent a good adhesion. You know, we've gone through this with paint and stickers. You know why we do it. So yeah, let's just get it nice and clean in preparation for sticking our side skirt extensions on there. Both of them have been wiped down. Set my cloth to the side. I've got my screws and my washers, all the hardware I need. I am gonna go ahead and start bolting on the side skirt extension. So I can go ahead and peel off the backing. That's why I started them. So when I was ready, I could go ahead and wipe that down again. Wipe this down. I was touching it with my grubby hands and pressing on it. Just press that right on down so it adheres good to the side skirt. I can take my other little pin for the rear that got our 1/4 mil hole. Everything else is in. I can grab a screwdriver and tighten these screws down. Okay guys, we got our screwdriver, we got the extensions on, all the screws are in. We just gotta go ahead and snug them up. Trying to work fast. Let's get this clip. Alright, I got the clip in there. Oh no, 3M tape was trying to stick to the body. Alright, got it in there. Clip is in, but not clipping. There we go, clip is in and clip. Alright, 3M tape is on. Spat is on. We're just gonna hold, put pressure across. Good firm pressure for at least, I don't know, 10 to 20 seconds so this doesn't unstick itself. All right, wipe it down. All right guys, we are all ready to go to put back our passenger side. Get this lined up. Go. All right, once I get one side lined up, I like to make my way around to the other. All right. Now that we got both ends clipped in, I just go working my way down, pressing. You hear as I clip in to place. Wipe it down. There we go. Take a look. Side skirt extensions are back in. Let's go ahead, get underneath, and pop our pop clips back in. There she goes, guys. Check it out. Not bad, not bad. The STI side skirt extensions really just set it off. Really just take the car up another level. Gives the car a touch more aggressiveness. Looks really good. Fitment is perfect, as you expect from an OEM part. Rear spats look really nice. Rear spats look really nice. They look really good with the side skirt extensions on there. Really happy with how that came out, guys. Rain actually just started to taper off. So I think I'm gonna turn, well, maybe not, maybe I can leave the car alone. And we're gonna start another video right now. Yes, we are. We're gonna segue from this one into the next one. So if you're watching this one, keep your eyes open and on the lookout, because another one will be dropping really soon. This one, maybe it'll drop tonight. If not tonight, tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. I'm gonna try to make some content tomorrow at the Cars and Coffee. We'll see if I can get some content out of that. That'll be fun. Something to show you guys. We'll have to represent for the Midnight Pretenders here midnight. You see it? Yeah, she's looking good. Those rear spats, the vortex generator, I think everything, she's really coming together. I'm really happy. You know, it may seem just like little things, but I think these little subtle things really make a big difference. I really feel like they do. There's things I gotta fix. So I've been ignoring the curb rash rims. When I got the car, all the wheels were curbed up. This one is the worst one, dented and bent up. I am contemplating very soon taking these wheels off and cleaning them up and repainting them just so they look a little bit more presentable. I feel like the wheels, as well as the paint chip from bumper, which I know I'm ignoring it. I got the parts. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there, guys. I promise. We're gonna fix all this stuff. All this stuff will get fixed. Regardless, I'm really happy with how she's turning out. Even with the rashed up rims and the paint chip bumper, she still looks really nice. And these little things just make her look a little bit nicer. That's gonna do it for now. That's gonna conclude this video. Yeah, so nice little OEM Plus upgrade. And all right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and keep it moving. We're gonna keep the ball rolling, and let's get it, boys. On to the next one right now. On to the next one. Peace.